The Stone of Two Truths. In the heart of the whispering woods, where the moss grows thick and the air smells of pine, two friends named Arian and Alara discovered something extraordinary. Tucked beneath the roots of an ancient oak was a smooth, pulsing stone that shimmered with a light they had never seen before. It wasn't quite blue, and it wasn't quite green, but it glowed with a soft, steady rhythm. "It's a fallen star," Arian exclaimed, his voice filled with certainty. He pointed toward the canopy of trees where the sky peeked through. "I saw a streak of light last night exactly in this direction. It must have cooled down and turned into this stone. It's a piece of the heavens, Alara. That's the only thing it could possibly be." Alara shook her head, a frown touching her lips. "No, Arian, you're mistaken," she said firmly. "My father showed me maps of this forest. This area is famous for deep earth minerals. This isn't a star. It's a core gem, pushed up from the center of the world by a shift in the ground. Look at the way it pulses, like a heartbeat. It belongs to the earth, not the sky." The air between the friends grew heavy. Arian gripped the stone tighter. "Stars glow, Alara." "Rocks don't," he snapped. Alara stood up, crossing her arms over her chest. "Rocks do glow if they have the right minerals, Arian. You just want it to be magic, because you like stories. I'm looking at the facts." They were no longer looking at the beautiful stone. They were only looking at each other's angry faces. The walk home was silent. Arian went to his room and placed the stone on his windowsill. He stared at it, waiting for the truth to make him feel happy. But the more he told himself he was right and Alara was wrong, the heavier his heart felt. He missed his friend, but he couldn't let go of the idea that he knew the secret of the stone. Across the village, Alara sat by the river, skipping ordinary pebbles into the water. She was convinced she was right. She had read the books, she knew the science, but the victory felt hollow. "Why does being right feel so much like being lonely?" she whispered to the water. The thought of Arian's stubborn face made her angry all over again, and she gripped a handful of dirt. The next morning, Arian found a wise elder named Siddhartha sitting under the village's great willow. Siddhartha was known for his calm spirit. Arian showed him the stone and explained the argument. "I know it's a star, Siddhartha. Why won't Alara just listen? If she would just agree, everything would be fine." Siddhartha looked at the stone and then at Arian's tired eyes. Later, Alara also sought out Siddhartha. She told him about the minerals and the maps. "I have proof," she insisted. "Arian is just being stubborn. It's a core gem." Siddhartha smiled gently. "When we hold a view as the only truth," he said, "our minds become like a closed fist. Can you catch a butterfly with a closed fist? Can you hold a friend's hand if yours is already clenched?" Siddhartha invited both children to meet him at the edge of the woods. He placed the stone on a stump. "Look," he said, "from where Arian stood, the sun hit the stone, and it looked like a flickering flame. From where Alara stood, the shadow of the trees made it look like a deep, cool emerald. You are both holding on to a small piece of the truth," Siddhartha said, "but you are clinging to it so hard, you've lost the whole picture." Arian looked at Alara and slowly opened his hand. Alara did the same. They realized that the stone could be a star, or a gem, or something else entirely, and that not knowing was okay. As they let go of the need to be right, the tension in their chests vanished. They left the stone on the stump for others to find, walking back to the village together, talking not about what the stone was, but about how glad they were to be friends again.